Skyscanner aims to be the leading travel search site in the world. We want to be the most used, most trusted meta-search travel site. We're very different from our competitors because we are user first, and it's won us a lot of traffic in the last few years. Skyscanner operates a tribes and squads model, so we use this across the business, and we adopted the tribes and squads model from Spotify actually. So we just weren't getting the growth that we knew our product was capable of, so we squadified and we formed some growth tribes. So we have our central growth tribe, which helps enable our regional growth tribes. The regional growth tribes sit in EMEA, APAC and EMEA, and so we work very closely with them to test quickly and scale out fast. We look at the data from either Google Keywords or Google Trends, looking at our own data and where people are buying tickets and how often, so we can really serve the user data-driven content. So data is at the heart of everything we do, from, like I said, to coming up with which user problems we should solve using some of the content, and also how we measure success of it. We identify things that work in some markets and try to roll it out in other markets, depending on how generic things are. Sometimes what one thing works in America might not work in Japan, for example. Our regional growth tribes run everyday experiments content-wise, based on what they know of their local knowledge for the market, and the central growth tribe runs separate experiments to see what we could roll out across different markets. What we've really built up is a community that's inspired by travel, and we find that just sharing a lot of inspirational travel pictures or travel hacks on how to travel better really do well, and the community appreciates us for doing that instead of just spamming them with products or deals. When it comes to automation, Skyscanner, like a lot of bigger companies, not quite as big as Spotify and Facebook, but we've definitely surpassed small to medium enterprise model, actually builds a lot of in-house automation now, so we can't really rely on third-party suppliers to help us do automation because it's simply not scalable. So our central growth tribes, for example, in our traveller communication squad, which is the squad where I sit in, has started building personalization techniques so that we can start automatically serving users content that relates to their current searches or their travel plans. Testing. So if you have an idea, don't spend days, weeks, months agonizing over how it may perform, trying to build a perfect article or a perfect tool. Do a really small MVP or minimum viable product version of that. Just go to a site like Biteable.com and make your own little animation video on the concept of what you'd like to do. Share it with your audience and see how they engage with it. Look at the data. If you want to do something, go and scientifically lay it out.